everybody. Welcome to another challenge review. I am Wesley.
I'm Victor.
And I'm so sorry we've been negligent with these reviews, but I told myself, I said, no, today we gotta do the motherfucking review. Let's make it happen. Get your ass out of bed. I'm getting off of doing filming. Let's go. So that's what we're doing. It's episode 17 entitled True Lies. And this episode was actually a very good episode. All other episodes have been trashy.
Trash, boring.
And not, not entertaining. But
not entertaining.
This episode was really good. Wow. And yes, for all of those that are probably wondering, we are watching the All-Stars, but it's not worthy of a review because
it's like watching a bunch of senior citizens and people who had to get sober and clean so that they could get on the show and do some performing so that they could get their stipend check because they know they're not going to get ready to win the money.
We were laughing.
The whole time.
We were laughing.
Looking like Jigglypuffs and crackheads.
But the Jigglypuff did the best.
She did.
Gisela did the best.
She did.
So it doesn't matter if you got a lot of weight on you or you got a little bit of weight on you, because the skinniest chick on there was huffing and puffing and her rib cage was about to burst open.
But we're not reviewing that show. But I will say, because I called her a Jigglypuff, I will say I loved her energy, her vibe, her drive, her go.
Shout out to the thick women out there that are making it happen, because she is the thickest on the show and she made it happen. Even before the thick guy made it happen, I can't remember his name, but he gassed out. He got real red in the face.
I didn't even think that she was going to be able to like make it down
all the way down to the water, and she did it.
Yeah,
she did it. So we can't bag on the heavier people. We can't, because even you call her Jigglypuff.
No.
Even the skinniest person in there gassed out. So. But we don't have any interest in the show. It was hilarious.
Hold on, I need to clean this up because he didn't just throw it out there like I'm like hating on fat people. First and foremost, I love all shapes, all sizes, big bellies, little bellies. But at the end of the day, blubber floats. So if you have a little bit more,
that was not an apology.
It is an apology. Blubber floats. We're talking about buoyancy factors, and we're going back to regular science. So I was like, I don't see her diving down in the water. She's got a flotation device around her, and it is very voluptuous. People fly to the DR and get their little discounts to get the fat transfer to make their booties look the way her booty looks. So I didn't think she was gonna be able to sing.
You ain't cleaned nothing up. You just made it real dirty. You made it real dirty. She was gonna be able to sing. I want to shout out to Tony Ross saying that he got his second vaccination shot. Shout out for the people that watched the last review. Ratchet Red, how do you feel, Tony Ross? Are you okay? You don't have Tourette's or anything, do you? Ratchet Red says, I have gotten my first dose and praying for my family members that are currently in the hospital fighting this virus. Sorry to hear that. Samantha DeCoin says, I think they should do a solo challenge next challenge, which is what the All-Stars is a solo challenge, so that it adds more spice to it and makes it so that CT is not automatically safe. Interesting. Glenda Starr says, listen, I'm going to need for y'all to check with the carnival about vaccination for this cruise. I'm trying to be there, hanging with y'all. And you look like a woman, and your name is Glenda Starr. I would love to hang out with a chick if you fun. But as of right now, Carnival has sent out a notification stating that they're still not sure what's going to happen for the July 8th to the 12th cruise, departing out of Miami, going to Bahamas, sailing on the Carnival Sunrise. They're still not sure, but they put an extension out for those of us that have booked the cruise. I have booked the cruise, and I'm really ripping and ready to go. But again, the CDC is throwing challenges at Florida's way, and we don't know what's going on. So I'm not sure what's going to happen with the cruise, Glenda. And the last comment is, it feels like they are dragging this season out. I hate to admit it, but ever since Devin left, the episodes have been kind of meh. I do hope Leroy wins since it's his last season. And that was from the L Factor. So thank you guys for those comments. Really appreciate it. Let's dive right into
this. Real quick, I wanted to say something. I'm sorry, I know you're ready to dive in. But yeah, exactly. Now, let's keep on it. Now, I'm not trying to make excuses for us, because our lives did get really busy for a second. But in the middle of our lives getting busy for the second, they were giving us these filler-ass episodes. I'm sorry. I'm sitting there watching the episodes, falling the fuck asleep. Like, literally, what are you doing? This is the first episode in a very long time where I'm literally like, yo, da-da-da-da. Homeboy walks in the door to come hang out of the house. And I'm like, look, hey, don't talk to me right now. I'm in this fucking show. Like, I'm in the show. Like, don't say nothing to me. So, let's go. Boom. Shakalaka boom, child. Yes, indeed.
Fessy calls himself an upgrade coming back from this last challenge. Who did we lose? We lost last week. Big T is who we lost.
Oh, blessed Jesus.
Is that who we lost?
Yes.
I don't even remember the challenge last week. What was the challenge last week?
Big T went against Amber B.
Yeah, that's what it was, in the Hall Brawl. Okay. And so Amber B is gone. Amber B picks Fessy thinking that she's doing herself a service because, you know, Fessy was talking, everybody been talking ish about the girls, and Amber B thought that she was going to, you know, be outed and, you know, Big Brother challenge and whoop-de-whoop, the alliance and all that. So she thought she was doing herself a service. So did Nani, and Nani regretted it, and Amber B's regretting it. But Fessy calls himself an upgrade. Nani says she doesn't want to be with any other guy but Kyle. Amber B wins the Hall Brawl twice. Corey, Fessy, and Amber B talk about the final.
Can I say something real quick? So, I'm talking to y'all this one. I'm nice and sober. I just had a glass of wine. I'm not sleepy. I'm awake. Let's go. So, anytime you can be as great of an individual and as great as a person as you want to be, but if you walk around with an arrogant air like you're like your shit don't stink, like you're better than everybody else, you may be as great at whatever your talent and gift and craft is, but if you're sitting around, running around, acting like you're better than everybody else because of whatever it is that God gave you the gift, first and foremost, God can take that gift from you quite quickly. Secondly, nobody wants to really fuck with that, be honest, because you have a bad attitude, you have a bad vibe, and nobody wants to be around an arrogant asshole. So yeah, Fessy, your ass is going down there, and you can try and put up this and that and the other, but yeah, you're the best, and you're the this, and you're the that, and you're a king, and you're a god, and you're all these different things. Yeah, you're going down there because you're all of those things that you're running around. If you would have been humble and nice, and you know, I'm still working.
But he put himself down there, so you saying that right, like everybody voted him.
He put himself down there because they were getting ready to put him down there. I'm getting ahead of the thing, but I'm just saying, like, you cannot expect to walk. So I was saying. If you walk around acting like your shit don't stink, sorry, we got technical difficulties. If you walk around acting like your shit don't stink, then just be in the air that your shit don't stink and expect that people are going to say, oh, well, he's perfect, so he's got it. So he can handle it and he can do it. Go ahead.
Cam and Leroy have a moment. And usually whenever they do stuff like this, they green light or
prelude.
Make people like the storyline of the episode. You already know we're leading towards something, so it's like it's a story builder. Why are they telling us about Cam and Leroy? Because we already know about Cam and Leroy.
Cam and Leroy are the whole motherfucking season. They're the whole season.
They are, but they're giving us more Cam and Leroy time. Like they're in the fucking jacuzzi for a reason. So in my mind, I'm like, Leroy's going home. Leroy's about to go home. It's a guy's elimination. They're kissing. They're lovey-dovey, and they're talking about moving in with each other.
That shit.
Leroy has never said to the people that he's leaving. This is his last season. So they're making this whole big thing. And in my mind, I'm like, oh shit, Leroy's about to go home.
But do you see why they did? Do you see why they did that now? You see why they did it? They'll see why they set it up like that. First and foremost, they know what they're doing. They know that how they're going to play on your emotional strings. Of like, because he's over here freaking out. Oh shit, Leroy going home. Leroy going home. Leroy going home. I'm sitting like, Leroy ain't going home. Like, nah, it's just not like.
Yeah, that. I was hoping that Leroy wouldn't win home. Y'all already know the only people that I care about in this show is Cam, Leroy, and Corey. Those are the only ones that are left that I care about in this show. So they have their jacuzzi moment. I thought that was great. He was over here tearing up and crying.
I was not.
Because he's a hopeless fucking romantic. Leroy says no one knows it's his last season. They talk about winning together.
That's him.
TJ visits them at the night and says one of y'all have to disappear and leave, and the other partner has to stay. It was very interesting how all the women ended up staying behind and all the men decided to go. I thought that was pretty interesting.
Now, do you think that, I know I'm not going to jump ahead, but do you guys think, and you guys leave your comments below, do you guys think that the guys would have done a better job than the girls did at what they had to do in the challenge?
I don't know, but what I will tell you is that I solved my math equation in under 2 minutes. So the equation that Amber B had, I solved it in under 2 minutes. So I don't understand why the fuck she couldn't have solved it. And to be quite honest, it was a little taxing because I'm like, oh shit. And I'm putting my finger in it. But I was like, I got it, boom. And then I checked the calculator to make sure I was right, and I was right. So I would have been running that shit with fucking Cam. Me and Cam would have been neck to neck, or I would have been first. It is what it is.
He did. In all fairness, he did. Like I gotta give him his kudos. Like, yes, I said, my baby smart. Yes, indeed.
Right.
Because I was sitting over watching the show, and every time I got ready to.
No, what really happened was that I challenged him to let's do it. It was commercial break. Let's go. And he was at his phone with the calculator like.
I said, hi, Bixby. Hold on a second. You want to pause it for a second? Wow. There go Bixby popping up.
But yeah, so he didn't want to do it. So I would be the brains of the operation. He would be the brawn of the operation. That's how that would go. But I would have got him out of the volcano off rip. Right. I just throwing that out there. And I'm about to be 40 this year. So even I would have been on All Stars and would have been battling. Because I know how to swim too. And I would have been able to get one of them blocks. It is what it is. Age ain't nothing but a number.
You're not going to All Stars because All Stars is for the senior citizens.
Period. The ladies leave in the morning. Cam made a cool line talking about she wasn't going anyway because her hair wasn't done, her wig wasn't in. So she said she wasn't going.
And I wouldn't have gone either.
Look. First one to get the math problem done is Cam.
Hold on a second. So y'all already know Cam before she get on camera, period, it's gonna be bonned down. If it's not bonned down, it's gonna be baby hair down. She gonna boom, 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 boom. Like, period. She said, I'm not going, I'm sorry. And then they're like, oh, we're getting ready to go now. And you can see that her hair still wasn't done. And it's like, so then you see, next time you see her on camera, I already know what she said. She told him, she said, baby, look, y'all gonna wait. Y'all decided y'all wanted to pop up early. I'm a black girl. I'm getting ready to do my hair right now. You guys don't have stylists for us. I gotta do it for myself. So y'all gonna wait. Next thing you know, she got her bundles there, bundled down.
It wasn't bundles. It was hit to hair. What are you talking
about? That was the video. We're talking about when she was out running, going.
When she was running, she had her hair.
She had the long hair on.
All right.
She had her scully on the top now. So she said, I'm gonna throw it on.
All the black women have to go through that because every last black woman that's been on any one of these reality shows have done it. From Bailey to Davon to Cam to even Big T with all her wigs and stuff she be wearing. All the black women have to do it, it seems. I felt bad for Amber B because that was completely and utterly embarrassing. It was embarrassing. But I was happy and overjoyed for Cam because she let everybody know that she's the baddest chick in the land. Because even, what's the girl name? The Asian chick. Well, she's not Asian. What is she? Hispanic? What is she?
Who?
Casey. Even her, I don't know what she is. Whatever she is, she ain't black. Even her, she was third. Nani got over on her. So Casey ain't all of that in a bag of chips, nor is Fessy, because Fessy got beasted by Corey in last season in the finals when they was in the glacier snows and Bailey was out there with him. Corey won that one. So it is what it is. Fessy and Casey aren't the prime hot dogs. That's all I'm saying. I just had to put that out there. So I ain't worried about Fessy and Casey being partnered. I ain't worried about none of it. Nani is second, which was great. She ends up getting Kyle out. But I thought it was hilarious when Cam went down there and Fessy was whining the whole way through because Amber wasn't with the girls. I thought it was hilarious.
Well, first and foremost, you didn't give your partner the opportunity to like, you guys didn't have a conversation. Anytime you don't have a conversation with your partner, I'm talking about on the show, but anytime you don't have a conversation with your partner and you just decide that you're gonna just make the decision, then whatever happens, you didn't strategically say, okay, this could be a this or that or the other, am I gonna be stronger in this or stronger in that? You just said, okay, I'm gonna go because I'm Fessy and I do this and I do that, and so
I don't even, at this point, I don't even care that Fessy does that. That's just the type of person.
Right, but because he did that, because he didn't have the conversation with his partner, then that's why he was down in that fucking volcano not by himself, but in the end by himself, waiting for his partner who wasn't prepared for everything.
I understand your mindset and what you're saying about his energy and what he gives off, and you reap what you sow. All that's great. At the end of the day, Amber B didn't know what 928 times 7 was.
Now, oh my bad, I'm sorry. Pick up a fucking rock and scratch it in the god-daggone table. Pick up a rock. There's plenty of rocks around for you to go and do.
All I'm saying is I got it under 2 minutes, and I had no writing utensils, and I was doing it in the air. So, yeah, don't do that to the table. Anyways, we get through all of that, and Cam ends up winning. Cam and Corey ends up winning, and they get the final checkpoint was a puzzle, and Cam was like, just let me do it, just let me do it. And Cam did it, and she got it done. It would have been great. Not would have been. It was great to watch. And it was even more awesome that Fessy had to do the last man standing walk as he went in at the end. We get back to the house, and already there's talks about throwing Leroy in, throwing Leroy in, throwing Leroy in. And off rip, I'm thinking that I'm going to have to black KCI along with Cam, because I just knew that Casey was going to side with Fessy.
Baby, Casey don't want them problems. Casey don't want them problems. I wish Casey would have done that, because first and foremost, like, you know, honestly, she got more points from me in this episode, because not that she's asking for points from me. I'm not saying that she's asking for points from me, but I'm saying she got more points from me in this episode for the simple fucking fact that she decided that she was actually going to be loyal for a change. Thank you so much, Casey.
She wasn't even loyal. She just did it so that she could save face from having to make the decision, because it was going to be a hard decision for her regardless. I think she was going to side with Fessy, but I think she didn't want to be in that position, and no one would want to be in that position anyway, to look like a fucking asshole. But she was going to side with Fessy. It is what it is. And that's why even at the end, because remember when they're doing these post-confessionals and Cam and Leroy and everybody's talking, they already know who the winner is. They already know what's going on. So when Cam made that announcement that at the end when she was like, Fessy and Casey deserve each other, it is what it is. We already know what that energy was given. So Fessy ends up reading a letter to the crew, because everybody tries to, well, not everybody, Nani and Cam tries to convince Fessy to throw himself in, because he's talking all this good stuff and he's the man of the year and the man of the decade, and they like, you should throw yourself in. What did you think about this conversation?
I thought that, you know, Fessy was, you know, as I was saying earlier, like, you cannot walk around all cocky and arrogant and all of these different things and then expect that people aren't going to be like, well, you know, hey, you know, you're this and you're that and you're the other, so what's the big deal? What's the problem? Why are you scared? Why do you have this anxiety? Why are you trying to get everybody else to go down? If you are as bad as you say that you are, go down there and be as bad as you say that you are. That's it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You should automatically be like, hey, yo, you guys, I know it's a hard decision. I love all of you guys. I'm just going to throw myself in there because I'm Fessy and I'm strong and I can handle whatever is being thrown at me now. And
Fessy reading the letter was a wash. That was a whole wash. It was another thing to try to make himself look whatever. And even he called it in the end when he was like, Amber, why are you trying to make this about you? Because Fessy, you made it about you.
You did.
And it's fine. You read the damn letter and you're trying to appease everybody, whatever the case is.
And there's no reason for you. There was literally no reason for him to even in any way, shape, or form write that tacky ass letter with the tacky ass statements that he was making. The reason I'm saying it's tacky is, first and foremost, you wrote it on a little, like, you guys don't have computers there, or there's nowhere for you to, like, type something up.
No, they ain't got access to none of that stuff.
Well, in that case, you should have came up with it in your head and figured it out. That was ridiculous. That was absolutely ridiculous. And then you sounded like a little middle schooler reading.
Leroy is usually paranoid in every challenge when it gets to the nitty gritty, and he's paranoid again, and he comes up with a plan to backstab Corey. And I'm just like, whoa, hold on 1 second. Because Corey has never, ever done Cam wrong, has never done Leroy wrong. Corey typically doesn't do never done anybody wrong. He's never did a bananas, never played anybody or anything. Corey's always that good guy, that good competitor, trying to make the money for his family. And he's been playing a legit game all the way through. Got backstabbed by Fessy when Fessy threw his best friend in, Nelson, and sent Nelson home. So Corey has been trying to catch a break the whole fucking season. And so for Leroy to even think about backstabbing Corey, and then for Cam to shake Kyle's hand and say, if this is going down, this is what we're going to do against Corey, I felt like, what in the entire fuck?
They knew they weren't holding to that deal. And I'm saying, like, what are y'all even shaking Kyle's hand for? Like, what are you shaking? What, Kyle's hand? Kyle, why? Why? Now, I'm not going to say that I hate Kyle. I'm not saying that. Do I think his plugs doing?
Kyle's a fun guy.
Yeah.
You can't trust him.
You can't trust him. And if you can't, Kyle would not have stuck to the deal. If he needed to get out of the deal, he wouldn't have stuck to the deal. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not trying to be funny. But at the end of the day, he would not have stuck to the deal. So because he wouldn't have stuck to the deal, then why should they stick to the deal? And they didn't stick to the deal. But we were over here having panic thinking that they were going to stick to the deal. And I'm like, no. There's no way.
That's crazy because Corey had Anissa's back this whole time. Corey's just been a decent dude the whole time. And he literally sat there and spoke to Fessy to convince Fessy to throw himself in. And in his confessional, Corey said it. I got my partner's back. I got my partner's boyfriend's back. I keep my hands clean. Like, he's playing a good ass game. And so when Corey told Cam is like, what?
But yet again, Leroy, you're talking about when Leroy and them made the deal?
No, I'm talking about when Corey told Cam that what he did to save Leroy.
Oh, yeah. Which was dope. Which was absolutely 100%. I was somewhere else for a second. Yeah, that was literally absolutely like super dope because of the simple fact that, you know, he's like, you're my partner, I got your back, and this is your partner, your boyfriend, and I want to make sure that, you know, you're supported like 100%. And if I don't do this, then it's going to affect my game because you're going to be down in some way, shape, or form. Now, I'm not going to say that Cam's not going to perform if Leroy just so happened to go home, but you're going to be down if your boyfriend goes home. So the best chance that I have at getting to the $1 million or $500,000 or however they split it is for me to make sure that you're good as my partner. So if you're good, then I'm gonna be good, which means I'm gonna end up getting to the goal that I'm trying to achieve, which is the $1 million.
If Cam would have backstabbed Corey, she would have never been it would have been a Bananas versus what Bananas did to Sarah type situation. She would have never been able to live that down.
I wouldn't have been able.
There's no way.
No, I'm sorry. I would have been off of Team Cam.
There would have been no way.
I would have been off of Team Leroy.
No way. But we get past that. Kyle goes in. He's acting pissed. And he has every right to act pissed because they did shake his hand. But it is what it is. He's pissed that he's going down there. And he tries to blow their spot up like whoop-de-whoop, yada, yada, yada. But it is what it is. You're down there. You're going against Fessy, against Hall Brawl. Long story short, he breaks his finger. And then he tries to get it put back into place. And then TJ is like, no, you can't play anymore. So you're out.
Oh my god!
So
my finger's broken.
If you don't
my finger's broken.
What you doing?
Oh my god! Oh, step it back in place.
He wasn't even acting like that.
Yes, he was.
No, he wasn't.
Pull it out.
No, he wasn't.
Pull it out.
Anyways,
come on, boys, pull it out.
Will you cut it out?
Pull it out.
No. Didn't get back, snap into it. Jesus, what are you doing?
That's what he was doing.
No, he wasn't. Anyways, so he's out of the game.
That's what I was doing. Hell.
And he's upset. Whatever. He starts crying and stuff. Whatever. I'm glad that Leroy's still in the game. I'm glad that Corey's still in the game. I'm glad that Cam is still in the game. They made the right decision, and it is what it is. I can't wait to see what the fuck Amber B was coughing up. That blood and all that shit that was coming out her mouth like a fucking ocean. That was ridiculous. That didn't look right. It didn't look right at all.
Nope.
But it looks like this final is going to be a lot. And Fessy and CT is fighting over a capsule. It looks really bad. And I know Casey ends up in a wheelchair. I seen her in a wheelchair when they was leaving the airport. So I don't know what happens to Casey, but it is what it is. Look, I want y'all to watch this review. Leave your comments below. Who do you think are going to be the top 2 winners?
Cam and Corey, or Leroy and
Nani. I mean, Nani can compete. She can compete. She was second against Cam, and again, Casey was the third. So you know, she could compete. Nani has been cool this season. She's not been a whore. And she's not been drunk and gotten, yell at people. She's been really low key and cool this season.
I would say
shout out to Nani.
I would say she found Jesus, but I don't think that's the case.
Anyways, leave your comments below. Let us know what you think. Thank you guys for watching.
By the way, you guys, are you subscribed and a member of WatchACTV.com? Have you downloaded the app? Now, I know a lot of us on this platform here on YouTube leave comments and say, "Oh, we love you guys. You guys are awesome. We love your reviews. Bless, we love you. We love your characters. We love all the things you do." But have you taken the next step? Have you said, "I'm going to show you how much I love you. I'm going to show you how much I appreciate you. I'm going to show you how much I want to see you succeed and thrive and progress forward"? Have you made the step and become a member of ACONNECTIONTV.com? If you haven't, go to ACONNECTIONTV.com, download the Watch ACTV app. It's something that he is throwing his entire life and soul and heart into, and we really, really want to make sure that we show him, including me and everybody else in the world, the 100,000 people who follow this YouTube channel. We want to show him that we are absolutely 150% down for what he is creating and doing for the community and for the world.
If 50% of my subscriber base subscribe, man, I wouldn't need nothing else in the world. We would be able to produce so much good content, so much shit, it would be ridiculous. That's 50%. That's a little over 50,000 people. If 50,000 people subscribe to that, what? Do you know what I could do with that? Anyways, love y'all. Bye.
Bye.
You got my good money tonight?
Well, hello to you too, Mr. Thomas.
Look here, son. You're a full 2 months behind in the rent. A cordial hello is not going to be escaping my lips tonight.
You're right. Could we possibly have just one more extension? I promise you we'll have it all paid up by the end of the week.
Fine. Fine. 1 week. But I'm telling you, if you ain't got my money by Friday, you're going to find yourself out there on the street with your crackhead friends, your crackhead hoes, and all your friends. 1 week.
1 week. I got it. Thank you, Mr.
And I ain't playing with you neither. The only reason why I'm giving you this extension, because I knew your old man. But hell, he owed me money too. May he rest in debt. I mean, in peace. Hey, wait a minute. Is that weed I smell?
Weed? I don't think I smell any weed.
Now look here, son. I might be up in age and might be failing in my senses one at a time. But I know the smell of good reefers when I smell
it. You know what? I think it might be the neighbors. You know, they're kind of crazy. But don't you have like a bingo night or something to attend?
Watch it, son. You on my shit list.
Well, good thing you got your depends on, huh?
Keep it up. you gonna find yourself out there on Peachtree Street shaking a Quick Trip cup.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Yeah. You just have my money.
Yes, sir.
1 week. 1 week.
One week.
I'm trying to take this nigga.
One week.
Get on my nerves. Always late. Every time that boy late. Boy can't never be on the time, just like there's no good daddy. Always late for every damn thing.
Than I ever will appointments. Give a fuck about your feelings, rub it in. This your ointment can't depend on the oinker. Find your pick in the blanket, find a stick. Through your anus, give a rib for your statement. This shit in the pavement that is on, word is born. I've been on like a track phone. I ain't going back home. Say what I do, trick. Yeah, I think I'm text on. Go where I live. Oh, you gon' need a chaperone.
Man, they fired me, bro.